Hundreds gathering in Charlotte, North Carolina today as immigration enforcement operations by Border Patrol are officially underway there. Meanwhile, in Chicago, major clashes still breaking out between ICE, police, and protesters outside of the Broadview ICE facility, with 24 arrests being made just yesterday. The tension still apparent even as the commander of Operation Midway Blitz, Gregory Bovino, has left the city with his team moving to the East Coast. For more, we do head out to NewsNation's Mills Hayes, who's outside of the ICE facility in Broadview live tonight. Mills, what's the very latest?
Hi, Natasha. Well, a group of nearly 60 protesters just left the area. There are still a handful that remain, but we did see at least 2 people arrested by Illinois State Police earlier in the day. They were standing on this corridor next to me, holding signs outside of the designated protest zones. But after the designated protest times ended, we did hear Illinois State Police come out and tell protesters they were free to leave, but then ultimately those police officers all retreated. And so we haven't seen a big law enforcement presence in the last 20 to 30 minutes, and there's only a handful left. Many of them went and walked over to the local police department, but a different scene outside here on Friday where we saw that tense clash between protesters and also police here. In total, 21 people were arrested after leaving the designated protest zone and trying to walk into the streets towards the ICE facility. Many of the people arrested were pastors and other faith leaders who tell me they were trying to provide spiritual care to the people detained in the Broadview ICE facility, and they want the detainees released and the facility closed. I spoke with Pastor Michael Woolf, who was arrested at Broadview yesterday, and he tells me he's spoken to people inside that have been detained who describe conditions as deplorable. He says the protesters are not out-of-towners like some officials have said, and that they weren't being violent, but police were.
It's horrific when someone gets injured, but could it perhaps be that you got injured striking protesters, which is what I saw? I want the governor to watch the video of me getting slammed to the ground by the Illinois State Police. I want him to say that that's what he wants the Illinois State Police to be spending their resources on.
Woolf speaking about the injured officers from yesterday. 4 were injured, 3 were sent to the hospital, and protesters are angry at Governor Pritzker, who they say is allowing state police to abuse their power. And we did have those officers that were injured. Now, meanwhile, the Department of Homeland Security reposted our NewsNation reporting saying, quote, "Cry all you want, these criminal illegal aliens aren't getting released," telling protesters to, quote, "get a job, you imbecilic morons." Now, we have just learned today that those 200 Texas National Guard troops who were sent here to the Chicago area will be returning home. They were federalized but not deployed because of those court challenges. And the 200 Illinois National Guard troops that are here, they will remain on active duty but not deployed, Natasha.
And Mills, we know Border Patrol is in Charlotte, North Carolina now. What can you tell us about those operations? And does this mean that operations are winding down in Chicago?
Right, Natasha. Well, Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino has left Chicago, but he says that the immigration enforcement operations here in Chicagoland will actually be ratcheting up. And of course, we know that Border Patrol is now in the Charlotte area. Bovino expected to be there this weekend as well. There was even an immigration raid at a Home Depot earlier this morning in the Charlotte area. And local and state leaders there are urging people to stay calm, but still protest peacefully if they wish. The mayor of Charlotte saying this is causing unnecessary fear and uncertainty, adding that the city stands with all residents, no matter their immigration status. And we do expect more protests to continue around the area. And we have started to see some people in the Charlotte area start to mobilize and try to resist these operations. Natasha?
Okay, Mills Hayes tracking that live outside of Chicago tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.